Hi guys, I'm Michelle from the Recipe Bandit, and today we're going to be making a very quick and easy one-pan sausage, mushrooms, and gravy skillet. This is a great one because it's kind of like a comfort food. This is totally a weeknight meal. It's great when served over potatoes, whether they are roasted potatoes or mashed potatoes or pasta or egg noodles, whatever you want. This skillet meal contains sausages, mushrooms, onions, beef broth, all in a savory gravy that it's just delicious. It's delicious, it's super easy, and I love those. So this one is going to be quick and easy, but I just really wanted to share it with you guys tonight because that's what I'm making for dinner. All right, so what you're going to need for this meal is you're going to need some sausages. So these are brats. You can use brats, you can use Italian sausages, whatever you want. We're going to cut these up. You just need one package of these. You need some water. You need a large onion cut into rings. And if it's a really large onion, I like to also cut them in half so that they're not circles, they're just moons. You need some beef broth, some mushrooms. These mushrooms are baby Bella mushrooms. You can use the white ones if you want. We like these ones. I have cut them I've quartered them because they weren't too big, but if you want to slice them, if you want to buy them pre-sliced, whatever you want. Baby Bellas or any kind of fresh mushrooms will work in this. We use the bigger pack, the 16-ounce pack, because we like lots of mushrooms. Then for our pantry staples, we just have some balsamic vinegar, some butter, some Italian seasoning, some kosher salt and pepper, and some cornstarch. That's it. This one it takes about 30 minutes altogether from start to finish. So we are going to go ahead and get started with this so we can show you just how fast it goes. Now, once you have the mushrooms cut and the onions sliced, the only other thing left to do is to cut the sausages. You want everything in bite-sized pieces. That's all you need. So just bite-sized pieces. Make sure you have a sharp knife. Don't cut off your fingers. And I usually cut 5 or 6 pieces from each sausage, but just bite-sized. We're going to fry them first, so they will get a little bit smaller. Now, if these casings kind of get in your way, you can just peel them right off and throw them away. Now, once your sausages are all cut up, they're going to look like this. We're going to move over to the skillet because that's where all of the magic is going to happen. You're going to need a large deep skillet for this, and because we're going to cook the sausages and then make the gravy right in the pan. So give me just a minute and we'll get moved over to the skillet and we'll make this dinner happen. We are going to begin by heating a large deep skillet over medium-high heat and adding our sausage. Now we are going to cook these anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes until they are browned and cooked through. Then you will want to just stir these occasionally so that we make sure that we get them cooked all the way through, no pink parts left. Once the sausages have been cooked through, you'll remove them to a paper towel lined plate or bowl just to take off the excess grease while we do the next parts. Next up, we are going to reduce the heat to medium and add our butter and our onions to the skillet. Now these little brown bits on the bottom, that's where the flavor is. You want to keep them there and you want to kind of scrape them so that they get into these onions. This is going to make the most delicious gravy. We are going to leave these for probably about 10 minutes until they become caramelized and translucent. Stir them occasionally. All right, once your onions have cooked down, softened and caramelized, and you've scraped up some of that brown bits on the bottom, we're going to add the mushrooms, the Italian seasoning, the salt and pepper, balsamic vinegar, and the beef broth. Stir it all together. We're going to turn the heat up to medium-high. Now, as this comes to a bubble, you're going to take your water, stir it into your cornstarch, mix mix it all together with a fork until there's not any lumps. We're going to slowly add it right into our bubbling mixture. This is going to help it to thicken. Now, once this starts to thicken, and you can see it's already starting to thicken, it pretty much starts immediately. Now we're going to take all of our sausages, we're going to add them back into the skillet, stir them in, and we are going to let this cook for 3 to 5 minutes until our sauce is thickened and our sausages are heated back through. And then we are ready to eat. Dinner is ready. We have mushrooms, we have sausage, we have onions, all in gravy. I've put some mashed potatoes into this bowl already because we're going to serve it this way tonight, but it's great over pasta. It's great over egg noodles. Great on its own. We have some bread. We're going to dip the bread in the gravy. That's one of our favorite things to do. But it's just very much a comfort food meal. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you like what we're doing here, please come back and see us again. Please like and subscribe. Click that little notification button so you know when we put out additional recipes. I'm trying to put out videos at least once a week, every Wednesday. But this is the sort of stuff we make, you know, stuff you can make, stuff that smells delicious and now have to eat. So, hope to see you guys again. I'm going to go have dinner.